Hi everybody, Vanakkam. Welcome to yet another episode. Of course, we've called it Unbidden Lions, and you expect, all the lions to come and, interact with all of you as well. But we thought we'd make it a little different today. We thought we'd get a lioness in on this special series. Of course, it's a very special day also. We all know it's Mother's Day. It's not that we do not celebrate our mothers or the women who are important in all of our lives in different ways. We do that almost every day, and we should, if we don't, remember to say a thank you or say that we love her. But today is just one of those days where we make it a little extra special. So happy Mother's Day to any mothers who are watching, and of course to people who have parents or kids. A very happy Mother's Day to all of you. So this is a special day because also we've got, as we say, there's behind the success of every man, there's a woman. So we thought we'd make it a special episode in that sense. And the person whom we're getting in today, of course, is Priyanka, Raina. And I'm very excited because I always felt, of course, as we're growing up, we feel that, our world seems to be mothers. The mothers who kind of groom us. We kind of grow up to be a reflection of them. Whatever we do, we think, what will she have done in a similar situation? So that way they play a very important role in our lives. But I feel it's also about different women who have played a role of a mother in our life, not just a mother. It's probably a house help, a maid, or someone who cooks for you, someone who looks after you. Maybe the mothers of your friends who've played such an important role in your life. I think all of them. I think this is a very important day for all of that. And obviously, we wanted to have a very interesting chat with Priyanka about motherhood because Suresh and Priyanka have just had a baby boy, probably just about a little more than a month or a month and a half old. So busy days for them, but they've been kind enough. She's been kind enough to give us a few minutes of her time. So about a minute, I think from now, I'll make sure that we get her on board and get her into this chat. Of course, we want all of you, thanks for possibly coming in. Thank you so much for joining in and making this really special. And we'd like all of you to send in interesting questions as well so that we can put it across to Vamshi. Happy Mother's Day to you too. And those around you, of course. So yes, any interesting questions would be nice. It's going to be a fun session is what I'm thinking and looking forward to. Hopefully it'll be interesting for you all too. So I'm going to check if Priyanka is on so we can kind of add her in. Yes, she is. Waiting for her to accept this request, and then we can have a fun session ahead of us.
Hello. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, Rupa. How's everything?
Well, things are okay here. I'm sure things are pretty more maddening for you. So we know that.
Crazy, I would say. Like double the trouble. Finally, you convinced me to come live.
Yes, see? Knew that would happen. No, it's really nice. It's nice of you to give us a bit of your time. I know it's busy days for you, Priyanka, but thank you so much. Happy Mother's Day, first of all.
Thank you so much, and happy Mother's Day to everybody who's watching and to you too. And
Suresh, of course, is on too.
Your mother?
Your husband's on.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, hi Suresh. Through the comments, I could see that, but yeah. Priyanka, how busy are the days? I mean, I know, of course, one child is tough to manage. I've seen a couple of my friends, few of them who decided to take that plunge. But two, is that a little too much?
It's it was all well planned that when the baby comes, Gracia would be like full-time at school, and by the time she comes, everything will be done for the baby. But it all went like upside down. She's here at home, there's no routine, and she's not going to school, and the baby also needs attention. So yes, it's quite busy. But thankfully, we are able to manage together. So yeah, it's working out. We're just trying to follow a routine somehow and plan the day ahead. So it's kind of helping us.
It's tough to I know it's never easy. It's never easy at any age. I mean, every age a child is in kind of brings with it its own complexities in some sense. But would you say, like you have someone who's an infant, but Gracia is pretty much like a young adult, very mature, and he picks things up very fast. And then you have a
Yeah.
baby. So which age would you say is easier to deal with?
The baby is easier to deal with, though you have to be awake during the night. But I think the baby is like, okay, well fed and diaper is changed in time, and also, well rested, then they're not going to trouble you. But the toddlers are so difficult to manage. And Gracia is in that age, she's like needing all the attention. And also, with the baby, she's reacting in different ways. Sometimes she's like so obsessed with him, so much in love with him, and sometimes she's like feeling, oh, who's this new baby in the house? Why I'm not getting
Yeah.
all the attention all of a sudden? So she's having like mixed emotions. That way is also a little harder now. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it comes with being the first child. So I'm a first child, and when my brother came along, I was apparently supremely jealous. Um, so has Gracia kind of gone through that phase yet, where she's like wondering why is he the center of the attention, and why is he like the blue-eyed boy
are
for
you
now?
there?
I'm not. I think there's a problem with the network. Sorry, guys. There's a little bit of a network issue. We're just hoping for that to sort out.
Sorry, I lost you. Some network issues.
Yeah. Did you get the question? Sorry, I don't know if you got the question.
No, I kind of missed it.
So basically, it's about just whether Gracia has kind of started experiencing a few jealousy pangs because Rio is obviously the new blue-eyed boy for now, but does she experience that, that why is he getting all the attention?
She is actually, when I was expecting, then she was all excited, and every day she used to ask like when the baby is coming out and how much longer the baby is gonna take. So she was all excited. But when the baby was actually here, all the like the reaction entirely changed, and then she was like, "Why is he not playing with me? Why he's not talking to me?" And wanting to do everything, and she wants to make her friends also jealous. I have a little brother now. I want to do so many things with him. But when he's not reacting, then she gets so frustrated.
Yeah, it happens. I
Just
think it's going to take a
all
while
for
for her to grow out of that for sure. But
yeah, yeah.
but how different or difficult is it in some sense to, for Gracia, from the point of view of Gracia, because she has an age where she can grasp and understand things, Priyanka, she is the daughter of an international cricketer. It's not the same as any other profession. It's not the same as any other family. How has that kind of impacted her growth or her grooming into the person that she's growing up to be?
I think I would definitely say all the travel and exposure has made her more confident, and she's more she's communicating very well with everybody. So it does have a very positive impact on her. And on the other hand, like she's so proud to see her father playing. Like she's on YouTube all the time, searching. Like she can't really search, but like all the history, she's like. Exploring and finding him playing and everything. Like I see that she like that sparkle in her eyes every time she sees Papa playing on TV, and I think that makes her really proud. But I would say like the exposure of meeting and making friends and having to travel, so all that definitely broadens her horizon, and that would help her in a longer way for sure.
But for you personally, Priyanka, is it okay when you be, first of all, are you ever prepared to be a mom? Are you ever completely ready? And if so, are you sometimes kind of a version of your mom in some ways is that how you would describe yourself?
So honestly telling you, I don't think you can entirely be prepared ever, because till the time you go through it, and even for the first child it can be different, and second child it can be entirely different. So yes, you can plan things ahead, but you cannot be prepared entirely. So it's like a different ball game altogether. And while we are working and we are busy with our own career and things like that, or whatever hobbies we're working on,
Yeah.
maybe it's not something you would think of, okay, one day I'm going to be a mother and this is what I'm going to do and this is how I'm going to take it through. It's just as it comes, you learn to deal with it, and you learn to experience those joys and moments altogether. So yeah, I think according to what I had with my mother, yes, a lot of things I have picked up from her. Definitely the parenting style you have experienced in your life is most likely you're going to implement on your children. So a lot of things my mother was so strict about, and I am equally strict about those things with Gracia. So it does have an impact. Not just your mother, your parents. We're
Think the
losing each
connectivity
other.
is... No, no, no. I think we're fine.
Yeah.
All right. So I know that we have an interesting contest as well that you're kind of part of, and we wanted to speak about Mati as well. But before that, I want to have a little bit of quick rapid fire session with you. I hope this will be fun.
Oh, that's scary.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not scary. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Okay. Who's the tough parent, you or Suresh?
Me. Suresh is very, very like he's so madly in love with Gracia, and he's so possessive. Like the moment he sees any tear in her eyes, he's like, "Oh my God, something is gonna happen to her." It's like
So he's the one who pampers the kids clearly.
all the time, all the time. No, all the parenting rules he forgets about those the moment he sees her sad.
Um, who makes Gracia sleep faster, you or Suresh?
This is one rule I have always made for myself. No matter how busy I am, no matter where I am, I will put Gracia to bed. So
Oh,
even if I had a crazy day, I make sure that I'm the one who's going to make her sleep. So I don't let anyone do that.
so sweet. Very nice. Okay, what's the most rewarding aspect of being a mum, and what's the most irritating aspect of being a mum?
Oh, that's a tough one. Everything is rewarding and everything can be irritating.
Depends on your mood.
Yeah. And it's like what you're up to, what you have in your because you plan things. This is what I'm going to do today, and this is how it's going to look like. And it doesn't work that way at all after you have children. If anything can go in like any direction. So but yeah, it's very sweet to see a mini me walking around, and in so many things I see, I mean, not Rio, but I see Gracia like acting the same way I do. So that's very, very sweet. And irritating, yes, quite a lot of things when they don't listen can be very irritating.
Is Gracia quite the bossy one? Whom does she bosses over more, you or Suresh?
Suresh, because I'm like much strict with her. But yes, she's very bossy and she's very strong-minded. So she decides like this is what I want, and then we have to find our ways to convince her in some possible way if it's not possible. So yeah, it can be challenging sometimes.
Okay. What's the most awkward question that Gracia has asked you guys? Or or rather, what do you intend to do if those awkward questions come?
So a lot of questions came, I think, which any kid would have when the mother is going to have a sibling. So she asked me, "But how the baby is going to come out, Mama? How?" There's two, but they're genuine questions.
Yeah.
So some they have to tell those fairy tale stories because they're too young to understand. So
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, try and so you don't evade. You kind of try and give like a fun story for her to believe, basically.
yeah, because for certain things I do want to wait for right time to, because I'm a believer in like good communication. So I love to communicate. No matter what it is, find a way to communicate it through. And I do the same with Gracia. I don't turn things around. I explain things the way they are. But indeed, sometimes the time is not right. So I have to wait for certain times.
Of course, what's the when you became a mum, what's the best advice you got and what's the worst advice you got?
I hate all those advices. I'm going to be very honest. I was just having a session with one of the doctors on my foundation's page today. And that's what she said. Like any new mother goes through like thousands of advices and she just doesn't know what to follow. and it becomes very hard for mothers to really find out like what is actually true and what is actually going to be impactful or useful. So yeah, I think I don't know. There's so many, and it's just so difficult to find out what is right and what is wrong. That's the struggling part.
One chore that
Yeah.
you wish you can completely dump on Suresh, like that you wish that you can do it, but you obviously can't. But you wish that he could do the whole thing every time.
That's an interesting one because I don't like cooking and he's already cooking, so I can't. I think I already did that.
Yeah, you managed to dump one chore on him basically.
Yes. So I'm already successful at that. I
Yeah.
managed.
Fair enough. What's the most useful new age contraption that you feel that has come for mums now, which is not there earlier?
I think to be able to decide yourself, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Because
It
it's
makes it easier
changing.
for all.
Yeah, it's changing in a positive way. In the old times, there was a lot coming, like you are supposed to be doing certain things this way, and there was no way of questioning it. But now most of us are choosing for ourselves, and I think that's one of the biggest achievements, and that every woman should be able to choose for herself what she wants.
Nice one. What do you prefer? Do you prefer an empty tummy that is a hungry child or a full diaper?
Both,
What's what's easier to handle?
both, because see, you want to feed them because that's just such a special moment with your baby. I just love it when he keeps staring at me and I stare at him. It's like a precious moment for both of us. And when you see a full diaper, you're equally happy because you know he's digesting it well. So
It's a win-win basically.
Yeah, it's a sign of
Right.
like a healthy process, basically.
Very nice. Very cool. Obviously, a lot of questions coming, asking. I mean, they're saying some nice things about you. That, of course, is always there. But they're also asking, how's Gracia, Rio? Where is Chinnathala? Where is Gracia, Rio? They can't come and bring Gracia and Rio and show you like that, guys. I mean, I'm sure the
I would love
Rio
to
must be
show
sleeping.
I had told her like you can come join me, but I don't know where she's gone now. Actually, she was gone
But
to like this mini tub we have set up for her so that she can swim at least every day.
oh, yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that.
Yeah, so she's
Yeah.
all the time inside now. It's difficult for kids not to go out.
Yeah. I think find ways to get them and keep them entertained in some sense. Give them the feeling of outside. Yes.
Yeah.
But don't want to take too much of your time, Priyanka. So I obviously definitely want to ask you about Mate and how did that come about? Because it is something obviously very close to your heart.
It is, and it's like for me, it's not a brand. I keep telling Suresh it's like my third child because I want it's been my wish always to bring that authenticity and genuineness and
What is Suresh saying? Talk about her first game experience, and she asked me why Mahi Bhai kept helmet behind the stump. Yeah, go for it. I need to know this conversation.
I just ask silly questions sometimes, and he just makes fun of me. Like, I mean, I think for anybody it would be like, why sometimes you can wear helmet, sometimes you cannot wear helmet, things like this. I don't know what is the way of deciding and choosing. So, and then he's like, you don't know anything. You should have your basics clear first.
Tell him to hold a session. Like, be patient, like how he explains to Gracia, and will explain to Rio. He has to explain to you also. Come on, Suresh. You have to.
Yeah, I should take some lessons from him.
Yeah, it's only fair. It's nice. I mean, he's obviously that's his profession, so he knows more.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a pro.
But he mentioned watching a game, Priyanka, and I know, of course, you and Gracia traveled quite a bit. One of the IPLs, to watch a lot of the games. How is Gracia, especially when she's? I mean, how does she behave when she's watching her father, especially at the stadium?
She's very young, so she just sees how everybody else is reacting. I'm going to be very honest. So she's very, very happy to see him. She wants to go run and go closer to him. But she also sees like how everybody else is cheering. So she tries copying sometimes. Like last year, she was trying to whistle quite a lot, but she was not able to. So she was doing these actions, and I have a very beautiful video. She's blowing, but she cannot make any sound. So things like these, and she just feels very special to be there, I feel. And also, making friends with other kids, and to be able to do all those fun activities, because I think CSK has been very, very warm and welcoming when it comes to the families and children, and they do such fun things for kids. It's just so sweet of them.
If she turned around in a few years and told you or Suresh that she wants to pursue sports or maybe cricket for a career, what would you say?
I'd be happy, very, very happy. I mean, if she finds because I didn't know what I wanted to do. So in today's age, if kids could figure out what they want to do, I think there's nothing more fantastic than it's just making up your mind and knowing for yourself what you really.
Yeah, agreed.
And she'll have great lessons at home. So what's better than that?
Yeah, she has been a coach.
Yes.
Someone's asked, how is Suresh Raina as a husband? Someone's just asked.
I'm just thinking what is the best quality I should say, because
Yeah.
he's like a friend. I mean, we are just best friends. I mean,
buddies.
Really, we don't really say to each other, your husbands should do this, your wives should do this. We just
that's good. No rules, basically.
I believe in partnership, and he does too. So, I mean, any marriage should be like equal partnership between both of us. So, it's really awesome. Beautiful how he believes in equality.
Yeah, that's important. I think there shouldn't be any rules or that's defining both of your work. But that's nice, Priyanka. You were saying something about Mate, of course. How did that come about?
So actually, it was all about researching things for my own daughter, and that's how I started the project, because it was a space which got me really interested. I met a lot of people who've been working in space of natural baby care, and I was down south. Actually, that's where our factory is. It's in Madurai, and I met this wonderful team who's pro, and they've been working into natural baby care space for years and years. So I went there. I got did some research what it takes to make a product, and what goes inside a product, because we are heavy users of cosmetic products, but we never really pay attention what is inside, what it is made of. So and then I digged into it, and that's something got me so interested. I told Suresh, this is something I really want to work on, because I know what goes inside, I know how to maintain the quality, and if I make something which is very pure and very natural, I want to bring out to the market as well. So for me, it was all about making something which I trust, and then I can use on my own kid, and absolutely then I can share it with other parents as well. That's how the whole journey began. And it was 3 years back, when I started working on this project. And finally, it took me 3 years to do all that back forth formulations, trying and testing, certifications, and all sort of tests which were done, lab tests which were done, because it concerns children. So it's a very sensitive space. So finally, after 3 years, we managed to launch it. It's been now in the market for about 6 months, over 6 months. And what keeps me really, really energized, very inspired, the feedback I receive from parents. They're just so happy to have the product, and they say finally there's something which they feel they can trust, and which is really where the focus is more on quality rather than the color or fragrance and any additives. So, and that makes me really happy, what I have made is well accepted by parents. The objective I had is well perceived. So yeah, that's been the journey of Mate, and obviously it's keeping me very, very busy, and I'm hoping to do much more, because the brand is not just limited to the products. It's about holistic wellness of children. So we want to bring out more knowledge for parents, more expert sessions for parents, and make a platform where they can connect and where they can learn much more about parenting, and we can solve some issues for them, we can help out, and we can, bring them closer to this happy parenting space and not really struggling parenting. So that's the whole idea.
Yeah, and there is, of course, something special that you've kind of collaborated with CSK for. I think you should go ahead and kind of remind them also. There's something very exciting contest that you've kind of partnered with CSK for. Do you want to kind of remind all of the guys who are joining us today about that, Priyanka?
Before I do that, I really want to share that like most of our customer base is based in down south. So I'm so amazed to see like how people in south are like so well aware and well acquainted with the natural products and how they embrace natural products. They know the needs of oils, they know the needs of butters, and they believe in that natural care for children. So the biggest base comes from south, and I just thought like, okay, if I'm going live on Mother's Day, I would love to share this journey with them, because most of the people are connected on CSK's platform. So thank you for actually asking me this question so that I could share more insights into the brand. And yes, I think most of the mothers are multitasking, working or staying at home. So you guys posted a picture as well. So we thought, we would love to hear more from other mothers, how they are managing during these times when kids are at home, they're not going to school. So, and we wanted to hear more stories, and a good story which really connects well with us. We would love to thank you them, and with a small gesture from Mate and a small hamper from our side.
Yeah, see there, guys. You heard it, and just another reminder. Of course, please do. Those who are watching, those who are here on this live, if you're mothers, then please do contribute to this. If you have kids, if you're people who have mothers, get them to do it as well. So get everyone involved in this. It's actually something that we should all come together for. I think that would be really nice. Suresh, too busy, Priyanka, to say hi before we wrap this up. I think everyone's asking.
I have to find him actually, so you have to give me a moment. I don't know where he is, so I'll get a hang
See,
of
guys,
him.
you asked, and
maybe I'll get Gracia too. So this is what my child is up to.
Hi, Gracia.
Yes, you too. Entertained. Here's my lovely husband. So this is what my child.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good.
Very fast you're commenting.
You should ask her how she felt when she wear the yellow first when she came for the game. And every time she comes for the game, I felt so. I think she was very cute. She was asking me why my boy kept the helmet. Why you can't play in one side?
Well, I still don't know the answer to that, by the way, because I never get answers.
Wow.
You are into soccer.
See?
Hello? Because she's a big fan of Messi. And for us, Mahibai is Messi.
Network issues.
Yeah, there are some network problems. Sorry. Thoda better.
Yeah.
So you should ask her how she felt when I love the video when Ziva, Hinaya, and Gracie doing Ringa Ringa Roses in Pune.
Oh yeah. I remember that. That was cute.
Special memories.
That was the very cutest video I ever seen during IPL. You should ask her about the rule of the game. Every time I come back from the stadium, she asks me so many questions. She doesn't even know what is all that.
No, not true. I know a lot now.
It's okay, Priyanka. I'm not going to ask you the rules, huh? Of course not.
But happy Mother's Day to all of you, and give a lot of love to everyone. And I just want to say thank you so much doing this special. And just wanted to wish all of our fans and everyone a very, very happy Mother's Day.
So sweet. Thank you so much, Suresh. Thanks a lot for this. Nice of you to pop in. Rasa, want to say something? I didn't get that.
Want to say hello to
Gracia, want to say something?
Yeah.
Gracia. Gracia, I can't see you. Yeah, sorry. I think the network is a little.
Yeah, the connection issues. All right, Rupa. Thank you so much. I think I
Can't.
better
Yeah,
now.
much better. Much better. Yeah, much.
I'm sitting like in every corner of the
Oh.
house to find connectivity.
Yeah, I know. Something is happening everywhere. I completely understand. But really, Priyanka, thank you so much. Thanks a
Thank
lot for
you,
this.
Rupa. So lovely talking.
Lots of love to your family. Of course, we hope that we see each other soon in person rather than on video calls.
And
But
you enjoy your day with your mom, and
yeah,
hopefully we
she's
get to
not
see.
here, but yeah, wherever she is, of course, she's in Chennai.
See,
But
these times are the times of FaceTiming, right? We all depend on network connectivity now.
yeah, I know. But yes, lots of love to your family, lots of love to your parents, of course. But thank you so much for doing this, Priyanka. Thank you.
Thank you, Rupa. Hope to see you soon.
Yes, hope to see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
All right, guys. Of course, you got a glimpse of Chinnathala as well there. I hope that made you extremely happy. A lot of good memories, of course, with the family, with the Rainas. It was really nice to have Priyanka, of course, speak about motherhood, speak about how it is in the house. Obviously, a few excerpts of that will be out a little later, but do not forget there is a very interesting, exciting contest that Chennai Super Kings and Mate, of course, have collaborated with to bring for you. So, all of you watching, if you've got mothers, friends whose mothers whom you can involve in this, because there are exciting prizes to be won, and of course, it's a nice little contest to be involved in. Any emotional and fun story that you can share, cutie little story of yours, please do that soon. Of course, the best will win some very nice prizes, and it'll be a nice moment to kind of get all the family involved. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely Sunday, and of course, talk to you soon.